Okay, reflections. What is a reflection? A reflection is just where you flip a shape. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to look at how to flip shapes over certain lines. Okay, so this is relatively easy. This one wants us to flip across the y-axis. Okay, so here's the y-axis. So if we take the point Q, it doesn't move. It just stays on the y-axis. The point R, we count 1, 2, 3. So now what that means is I'm going to go 3 on the other side of the y-axis. 1, 2, 3. And this becomes our new R. And they typically do it R with an apostrophe over it. S is 1, 2. So I go 1, 2 away. There's S apostrophe. Then all I do is I connect the points. And there's our reflected image. Okay, let's do the next one. So what if our image or our shape is actually across the line we're trying to flip it? Well, you still just do the same thing here. B, 1, 2. So I go 2 on the other side. There's our B apostrophe. Do A is 1, so I go 1 here. There's A apostrophe, then C. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there's my C apostrophe. Then connect your points. And then there is what my reflected image would look like. So hopefully this is not too bad. Okay. What about another line? Okay, y equals 1. Okay, remember from chapter 3 where we did lines, y equals 1 is a horizontal line. So we go to where y is 1 and we draw a horizontal line. So that's right here. So now I'm going to do these in blue. So I count 1, 2. So I go 2 down to that line. So I go 1, 2 more. So here is where my new S is going to be. What about my T? It's 1, 2 up, so I go 1, 2 up. So my new T is going to be right here. R is 1, 2, so I go 1, 2. There's my R prime. Then connect my points. And there is my reflected image. So it actually folds over itself. Okay, what about the line x equals -1? Okay, that's a vertical line. Again, going back to chapter 3. So I go to where x is -1, which is right here. So I count, that's 1 over. So I go 1 over this way. There's my G apostrophe. 1, 2, 1, 2. There's my E apostrophe. Then 1, 2, 1, 2. There's my F apostrophe. Connect the points. Here's my triangle. So hopefully all that made sense to you, okay? This one, so that one was graph the image. This one says find the coordinates of the vertices of each figure after the given transformation, okay? Now, what we're going to do here is basically the same thing, but they may want you to actually put what the coordinates are. So, for example, x-axis, where's the x-axis? Right here. So we count again, so that's 1, so we go 1 down, and there would be my B apostrophe. So what they may want is what the coordinate is itself. So like B apostrophe, if I do that coordinate, that is 1, 2, so my x is 2, and then my y is 1 down, so my y is -1. So that would be the new coordinate of that. Okay? And then you just do that for each point. So like C, go up 1, go up 1. There's my C apostrophe. Then I find the coordinates. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So C apostrophe is 5, and then that is up 1 on the Y. Now, so something you can look at here that may help you, okay? If I took where B initially was, the point B was initially at the point 2, 1. Well, what happened? my y switched signs. Okay, where was the original c? The original c was at the point 5, -1. What happened? My y switched signs. So it's weird, but a shortcut to this is if you flip across the x-axis, you switch the y values. Okay, so where was a initially at? A is at 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So a was initially at 1, -4. So where is a apostrophe going to be? Sorry, a apostrophe. It's going to be at 1, +4. All I do is I switch the sign on the y. So that's another way to do it. Now, obviously, you can continue to graph, okay, but I did want to show you the shortcut. Where was the original d? The original d was at 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. So d apostrophe will be where? You keep the x, you switch the sign of the y. So those are your new coordinates. So the same thing would happen here. Okay, again, you can do it graphically or just change the y coordinate. Okay, so where's the original e? The original e point right here is at -1 and +2. So where would e apostrophe be? Still keep the x, switch the sign of your y. Okay. Why is that? Because you're going over the x-axis. So the thing you're switching is the y value because you're moving it up or down. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of those real quick. So d originally is 1, 2, 3. So -3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So e or d apostrophe, sorry, would be -3, -4. Okay, c was originally at -2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So c apostrophe would be at -2, -5. And then the last one, b was at 1, 2, 3, 3. So you switch the y. So b apostrophe would be at 3, -3. All right, what if our line changes? Okay, now this gets a little trickier. Okay, so the line here is x equals -2. So you go to x is -2. Remember, that's a vertical line. So here, graphing and changing is probably easier, okay? Now, what about the point F? It doesn't move because it's actually on the line you're flipping it over. So F apostrophe is going to be the same exact coordinate, which is -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, -5. It doesn't change from what the original one was. The others will, okay? So G, you go 1, so you go 1 over here, so here's going to be G apostrophe. So where is that? That's -1, 1, 2, 3. So G apostrophe is -1, -3. Now, where was the original G? The original G was at 1, 2, 3, -3, then 1, 2, 3, -3. So what happened? This increased by how much? 2. So that's kind of weird, but what you do here, since x is -2 here, you add 2 to get your new x coordinate. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, h. So where was the original h? The original h was at 0, -1. Okay, this is 1, 2, so I go 1, 2. So h apostrophe is what? It's at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4, -4, and -1. Okay, so that one didn't add 2 to it. Okay, you actually had to find the value. The x or the y values stay the same on all these though. So if you look at the y's, they're staying the same. All that's changing here are the x's. Okay, then we do I. So that's 1, 2, 3. So I go 1, 2, 3. So that would be where I apostrophe is. Okay, so I should have labeled H apostrophe. There's H apostrophe. Okay, so where's I apostrophe at? I apostrophe is at 1, 2, 3, 4, -5, -1. All right, the last one, y equals x. So that line is actually, oops, it's a little off. Let me see if I can draw it a little bit better. That's bad. Let me try one more time, see if I can do this. There we go, that's a little better. To do this one, it's actually a lot easier. All you do is you're going to switch your y and x's, but you've also got to deal with the change of signs and things like that sometimes. So here's what happens. Here's J. It's like one box away here. So J apostrophe would be right here. Okay. So the original J point was at the point 0, -2. The new J point, J apostrophe, is now at -2, 0. So what happened? You're saying y equals x. All you're doing is you're switching them. Okay, let me show you another one. Let's do I. Where's I at? I is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, -1. So where would I apostrophe be? -1, +5. Okay? Because if you do this, 1, 2, 3. So you go 1, 2, 3. There's going to be the new point, I apostrophe. Where is that? That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all you're doing to do these is you're switching the x and y. So if you know where the original point was, okay, so K was at what? Originally 0, -1, 2, 3. So where's K apostrophe going to be? You switch the x and y, so it's now at -3, 0. Why? Because that's what it's telling you, y equals x. Okay, one more point. Where's H? H was at 5, -2. So where's H apostrophe going to be? Switch your y and x. -2, +5. So those are reflections.